Okay, good morning. We're going to go through this tutorial on how to join data frames in R. This is a really important part of the class, learning how to manage two disparate data sets and bring them together on a common field. The command we're going to use is called inner join. It returns only the matching records. It's in the dplyr package, and you're basically going to be using this code here to create a new table, joining two tables, table 1 and table 2, by a common field name. This will be in your assignment. That'll be your 2012 table, and that'll be your 2016 table. If you haven't loaded this software already, go ahead and do it. That allows you to read the CSVs. It does the analysis and the joining, plotting, dealing with dates and themes. Okay, so here is the sequence. To read in files, you're going to read in the two files from the blog. One is AR 2012 Mini, the other is AR 2016 Mini CSV. They're both on WordPress, so download them, bring them in to the sequence here. Let's view. Remember, this sequence looks like this, and you'll find your stuff and download it right here. Okay, I've already downloaded it, so I will now look at my table, and that's AR 2012 Mini. Looking at that, we have two fields with identifiers. You're going to be linking your tables on unit ID. OPEID is less, brings us a less pure match. I can describe later, but just trust me, unit ID is the one you want. Name of the school, the city, zip code, and the median debt. That's all we have in this table. That's for 2012. How many rows? What's the command for how many rows? It's n row. And AR 2012 Mini. And the result is 90. See down here, 90 rows for 2012. Common field will be, let's, while we're at this here, let's also bring in the AR 2016 Mini. You've already loaded it using this sequence. I'll call it 2016, right? Using this to bring it in. Viewing the table. We've got 2012 and 2016. Both have these common IDs. They also have names that would match, and they'd have cities that match, but we're going to go with unit ID as the common identifier. You might want to write that down as well. Okay. So now we're going to fill in the code with our stuff, and we're going to call our table AR 2012 Mini. We're going to do an inner join of AR 2016 and AR 2012 by this common identifier, which is unit ID. Run that. Let's view the table. Oops. Okay. We're viewing the table we just created here. We've just joined these two tables on the common identifier of unit ID. We have this funny X and this funny Y on the columns. The reason we have that is because the column name's duplicated, so we need to distinguish between the two. Here is a way of renaming the columns. So we're saying we can rename. We're going to rename first just the 2012 because only one side needs to be renamed. So we're going to rename all the columns in 2012 Mini. There are 6 columns in 2012 Mini, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to rename 1 through 6. Notice that's in brackets. Equals C is a grouping function. And we're going to rename them as unit ID, OPEID, INSTM. Okay, do all that, rename them. And now we're going to run the join code again. But we have to change the unit ID to 2012. Okay, copy this down here. Running the join code again. Again, we're creating a new table that joins 2016 and the 2012. Oops, let's get the sequence correct here. Joining 2016 and 2012 by this common field, running it. And now let's view the table. Call this thing that, view the table. Okay, we've now cleaned up our headers because this is the 2016 data and this is the 2012 data. We have 2012 headers here. Now let's see how many rows we have for our new table. We have 83 rows. Going back to our earlier question, how many rows do we have in AR 2012? We had 90. How many rows did we have in 2016? We had 92. So from the 2012, the smaller of the two tables, we're missing 7. And from 2016, we're missing 9, which would be typical because we have a 5-year period where things have lapsed. So that's how many rows are excluded. This is a function just to figure out what was not joined. It's called anti-join. It's the same code. Instead of inner join, you're doing anti-join. We're creating a table called AR 2012-2016 not, just to show which ones don't join. Same sequence. It's an anti-join of mini. Same code. Run this thing. Let's view the table. Viewing the table here. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the 9 records that are excluded in our join of these two tables. So instead of going around trying to figure it out using VLOOKUP or what have you, they've just provided the answer. Another way of answering it, how many items were excluded. Oops. When you joined the 2012 and 2016 table, the answer is 9. All right. Now we're going to do some basic math. We're going to create a column to measure which schools had the highest percentage change in their debt median. In order to do that, we have to change the format of that field into numeric. Let's look at it now. Calling up the function. Oops, let's do this here. Check format of variables. It's str and AR 2012 mini. Highlight that, run it. str provides this. Tells us that unit ID is an integer, OPID an integer, character, character, character. And then we wanted to do math on this field, but it's a character, so we got to change what is being represented as text to have it changed into numbers. That is, we will change in this column the debt median, which is the 2016. We're going to change it to numeric. So we're just reclassifying that. See the warning message that NAs were introduced by coercion, so it's just bashing in the text nulls. And you're going to do the same thing here. And now to run that command and see how it's changed our variables. See that it's renamed this as a number and it's reclassified that as a number, so we're good to go to do some math. And here is the math. We're creating a new column called percentage change. It is in the AR 2012-2016 mini table. The new column comes after the dollar sign. It's called percentage change. Percentage change is being filled by this function where we're going to take debt median from this table. So debt median here We're going to subtract it from the 2012 debt median. The 2012 debt median here. And then we're going to divide by the 2012 debt median. There's the math. Okay. Run that. Let's just view what we did here. Here's our table. We have a new column called percentage change. In that quick time, it just did the math that we spelled out. Now we're going to format that into percentage sign so it looks cool. You need to install formatable and then the library, call up the library formatable. I've already done that. So we are now taking this column here, the AR 2012-16 mini percentage change, and we are formatting it as a percent. Same thing, so it's overwriting in 2 decimal points, format percent. And then let's view the table. Now we have this beautiful percentage signs for our result. We're going to sort that thing. Sorting it, sort the table. The entire table will be sorted by ordering it descending on that column. That's your sort function. Running that. And let's view the table again. See how it's sorted. So it has ITT as the top. Okay. Going down here, we're now going to just build a simplified table just with the percentage change. We're going to call this new thing percentage change. And we're selecting from the mini table the college, the city, the 2012 debt, the 2016 debt, and the percentage change. I'm going to view that table. And see what this looks like. Okay. So you can see here, we now have the ranking of all of the colleges, the percentage change, and the median debt over a 5-year period. It took a little bit for us to get there, but this is you know, some pretty sophisticated data management in a short amount of time. Let's just check the numbers here. We are subtracting the 2016 debt there, right? Subtracting that from the 2012 debt, dividing it by the 2012 debt, and it gives us 105.6%. So our calculation was correct. And now you get to revel in your nerd powers. The assignment is to basically follow this little tutorial here and apply it to a bigger data set. You're going to create a R script file. This is an R script file. New file, R script. That R script file is going to be your assignment. You're going to have to fill it out and hand it in on the blog. You're going to build a subset table of the 2016 Arkansas data from here. That's the file you're going to build it with. You'll have to filter it out as we did in class. You're going to create a new table just with the Arkansas colleges. And the new table is going to have these fields. You're going to export it to a CSV file. Then you're going to do the same thing with 2012 data using this file. Then you're going to have to rename the 2012 data like we did earlier. 15 columns of data, and you're going to have to go through all 15 and rename them. You're going to join the tables on this identifier. And then you're going to create you'll have to convert the columns into numeric and calculate a percentage change. And task number 6. Oops. Export your new table as a .csv file and post with our script on WordPress. That's your task. Good luck. Read over this material and the other supporting material on the web page, and you should be good to go.